Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's KIM in the SAV, Kim out of Savannah, Georgia, of BetterBodyCrew.com, and I am on my vibration machine. So if my, phone is shaking or my voice is trembling, that is why. I'm not in an earthquake. I'm just getting these calories burned while standing still, and I thought I would come on and speak with you guys about something. Everything is influenced or inspired, I should say, by recent conversations that I've had with people. And earlier this week, guys, I was talking to a friend of mine, right? And he and I won a trip from our company, so we'll be in the Bahamas in a few days. And this friend of mine, let me hold the phone down here out of the way. Okay, hey, what's going on, everyone? And if you're watching on YouTube, guys, this originally began as a Facebook Live, so please be patient with me while I shout out people who join me in real time. So this friend of mine and myself, we're going to be in the Bahamas in a few days, not alone, with other people who also won the trip. And I was speaking to this gentleman, and we were just talking about the business and praise reports from our clients, things of that nature, praise reports from people on our team making money and things. And as it relates to satisfying or servicing our clients, we were talking about inventory. So y'all know I have like a mini store and a mini post office in my home, and he sent me his inventory over, and his inventory was like the bomb.com. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. And he's a very admirable rank in the company. And it's no wonder that he has that inventory on hand, right? And so he was saying, Kim, I make good money on my job, like good money on my job. But this right here, because he recently hit a high rank, so I was congratulating him on that and acknowledging it as well. And he was saying, but this right here, this is passive money right here. This is money that I can make in my sleep. This is money that does not stop. This is money that, regardless of what's going on with myself, my wife, this is what he's saying, my family, if I need to take a break from my job, my money stops coming in. But with this business, that's not how it works. And so, just in really thinking about that and the fact that he has a quote-unquote good job, right? But he's still doing this business. I went back to my team in our WhatsApp chat, and I just had a message for them, because I said, y'all, listen, do the math. A lot of people think that 6 figures is good money. Now, nowadays, it does not go as far as it used to go, right? 6 figures. That's only, if you're making $100,000 a year, that's only $8,333 per month. However, the next rank up from what my friend is, I'm not going to make any income claims, but just let's say this: you can make $8,333 in a month, or what if you could compress that down to making it in 2 weeks? And if you have to make $333 in a month, going in 40-50 hours a week, versus in 2 weeks in your sleep, which would you choose, right? Which would you choose? And so I was telling my team, I said, listen, this guy is at this rank. He is making this amount of money in his business, the same business that you have. But the difference is he's a person of influence, and the difference is somebody came to him and talked to him about this business, even though he makes quote-unquote good money. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because what will happen is, and for those of you who do not know, I'm in the business of health and wellness. So oftentimes what will happen is people will join this business. They will go and speak to all heavyset people, or they'll go about the product, or they'll go and speak to all the minimum wage income, like waitresses or cashiers, about the business, and then they'll get discouraged. They will have somebody who brings home less than $8 an hour net, and they will have that person make them doubt their business. Even if they've lost like over 100 pounds, it blows my mind. And so I was telling my team, listen, you got to stop talking to these people with these small mindsets only. Not saying that you should not ever talk to them, because it's not about money as much as it is about hunger. But you got to understand, and if you understand how money works, when you speak to someone who already has a quote-unquote good job, oftentimes it took quite a bit of work for them to get to that position. So their mentality is different than that of someone who's just making minimum wage. If you go to someone who's making minimum wage, or they're in a job where they're working super duper hard and they're not bringing home hardly anything, it is extremely hard for you to close the gap in their belief system to get them to believe that they can make more on a part-time basis than they can on their full-time job. They just can't do it. Their minds can't wrap you just can't comprehend that concept. So before you can get that person to actually work the business, you've got to build their belief. Can it be done? Yes. but it will take a lot of times so much out of you that it will actually kick you out of the business, because you will spend so much time pouring into this person to build them up, to get them to even go a little bit before they start making a lot of moves that, like I said, it will just drain your energy. So I was explaining to my team that you should not discount people that you think don't need the business, because the whole thing is those are the people that have the resources to actually run the business. I am in a product business. What does that mean? That means you need product. I'm not going to sit up here and play with you. Yes, the company does drop ship for you, and yes, it's super duper convenient. However, if you think that you can be in a product business and not have any product, you're fooling yourself. A large part of the reason why I do the volume that I do, why I do the sales that I do, is because of my super fast shipping. It's because of how I run my business. It's because of the availability that I have with my products. And it's because people know that they can get stuff from me on demand. So most of my customers, although they are all around literally the world, most of them are concentrated in the southeastern region. It's just the way it worked out, right? And so a lot of them get their products sometimes the next day, sometimes 2 to 3 days, versus the average 5 to 7 days from somebody else. There are people that locally can come and pick up their products from me right now. If you are in a product business, you've got to have products. And if you already don't have any money to pay your bills, it's hard for you to put money into your business. So I'm talking to my team to get them to understand that when you are looking at building residual income, you want to bring people into the business that have a certain mentality and the money, so that it will be a lot easier for you to get to where you need to go. Help that person get there, and then you will get to where you want to be by default. And you can never think that a person doesn't need it because they already have a quote-unquote good job. Guys, I literally spoke to a woman, a week or two ago, and she has a great job. A job that most people would kill for. But 48 hours before we were on the phone, she was in the emergency room because that quote-unquote good job literally sent her to the hospital. The stress of it all and the hours that she's working. So she, although she's making good money, she needs time freedom. She wants to be freed from that stress. And like I said, people that have certain resources, they can do it a lot quicker than people who don't have those resources. And you got to understand that like attracts like. So if you bring someone into the business and they have a quote-unquote good job, they're making good money, chances are their circle of influence, their circle of friends, their network is also filled with people who also have resources. So now if you do a home party with them, if you do a conference call with them, if you do anything with them, the chances that they will actually get people to listen to what they have to say are so much greater. We're talking about compressing time frames here, okay? This is not the average conversation that a person who is making minimum wage or a person who is not making a lot of money on their job, this is not the conversation that they have. But I'm telling y'all, there are so many people, big name people, that are in network marketing companies, and what they've done is they've created a stream of income for themselves, residual, okay? They're not on their pages saying, hey, I'll be doing a conference in Dallas, and by the way, buy my liquid multivitamin. No, they're not doing that. But what they did do is they secured a position in a company with a product that they believe. They got their circle of influence to buy in and say, hey, they didn't sell them on, oh, you can make $20 per product. No, who cares about that? They sold them on, hey, listen, this is a product that is actually out there working. People in the marketplace are demanding it. This is another income stream that we can make literally in our sleep. And once it's a different conversation, guys. But it is the quickest way to get to your goals. People that have money understand money. And they understand the smart ways, all of the smart ways that are available to make money. You don't have to do the education part of it. You just have to show them the comp plan and show them how they can get to where they want to go and show them that the product actually works. Once you do that, then the conversation is it's pretty simple after that. But if you're not talking to people that understand money, if you're not talking to people that understand residual, like I said, the conversation is different, because now you've got to build them their belief and educate them, as well as motivate them along the process as they are building their influence. Because the problem is, they can understand, they can believe in the product, they can join the business, but for most people, they're not going to have anybody join them for a while. So educating them in the process, motivating them to stay with it so that they can become financially free, that can be quite taxing. But I'm telling y'all guys, oh my gosh, if you understand that this is not about who needs a thing, If you get in a health and wellness company, but you only go and talk to heavy-set people, you missed it. Some of my best customers, and I talk to everyone, but more importantly, I talk to people who want to talk to me. Everybody doesn't want to talk to me. I don't care whether you're heavy-set. I don't care whether you're thin. I don't care whether you're healthy. I don't care whether you're not. That's not my business. I only speak to people who are looking for a solution to their problems, whether their problems be money-related, health-related, doesn't matter. I only speak to people who are looking for a solution. Okay, I could care less about what a person needs. I only care about what they want, because then the conversation is so much easier. But I'm telling you, if you are in the vehicle of network marketing, please, please, please don't only, and like I said, I'm not saying don't talk to them at all. I'm saying don't only talk to the low-hanging fruit. Sometimes the low-hanging fruit is rotten. Oftentimes the low-hanging fruit is rotten. And if you put a rotten apple onto your team, guess what? What happens when a rotten apple mixes with good apples? Well, the good apples now start to develop a soft spot, right? A brown spot, a mushy spot. And so that rotten apple will basically corrupt your whole entire bunch of apples. So you really got to watch that, okay? Have the conversation with people that can appreciate the conversation, people that want to have the conversation with you, and most importantly, people that understand the conversation and get it. If it's not someone who has a lot of money, who has a lot of influence, they've got to be extremely hungry. They cannot think that they're doing you a favor, because they absolutely are not. Woo! Okay, that's all right. 10 minutes on the vibration machine, 20 more minutes to go. I love my vibration machine. In the Better Body VIP group, we call it the twerk machine. But we are literally burning calories while standing still, guys. It's the best thing ever. I told y'all, I am not the boot camp girl. I am not the, what you call it? Woo! I'm not going to live in the gym. I do fun exercises and easy things. That's for me. But anyway, guys, you just got to have the conversation with people that can appreciate it. And like I said, it's no wonder that my friend hit one of the top ranks in the company. It's no wonder that my friend is going on this trip with his wife and myself and all of the rest of us that won the trip to the Bahamas in a few days. It's no wonder that my friend has his inventory on fleek the way that he does. It's not a coinky-dink. It's a mindset. It's a mentality. So guys, if you get to people that already have a certain mindset, half the battle, oh my gosh, half the battle is won. All right? Stop talking to only the cashiers and the waitresses that make minimum wage and trying to convince them that you have a better way. If they don't see that what they're doing is not already working, what do I say all the time? The story of the Coast Guard. If a boat capsizes with 50 people in it, yeah, everybody's life is valuable. But how do they determine who they save? They determine who they save because they look and they go after the people that are swimming toward them. Can't save everybody. They can only save those who choose to participate in their own rescue. So anyway, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that red subscribe button and the bell to the right, ding dong, so every time I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. And to everyone who comes on my YouTube channel and says, get a tripod, stop, the camera is shaking, my message doesn't require you to look at me, okay? So you can close your eyes if you don't like the shaking. I know I could get a tripod. I have a tripod. The point is, I don't care. Don't get lost in the sauce. Pay attention to what I'm saying instead of how I look. This is not a visual presentation. It does not require you to look at me. And quite frankly, like I said, it's not that deep. It is really not that deep. When I get on the vibration where I am right now, I cannot position a tripod. But I always do. I always give the message anyway, despite the circumstances. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Again, guys, don't get lost in the sauce. All right, I'll see y'all next video. Bye.